All right. Welcome. This is M-Dog from M-Dog Gaming, and we are going to do a first play that we often do of a new deck. This is the Dragon Mind deck, and this was pulled off of Hearthstone. To give credit where credit is due, let's go ahead and pull up the list. This is from Resnivlik. It is the username. Sort of hard to say, but this is Dragon Mind and Steel Priest deck. Wanted to try this deck because we've been having a lot of success with the new Dragon Priest, and this incorporates some of the strengths of Dragon Priest, but also goes more in a spell-heavy direction. So there's a lot of combos in this deck, and since I haven't played it before, it's very possible that I will miss some of them. Apologize in advance. I suspect our win rate with this deck will go up as we actually get to know the deck. So this could be like a what kind of Warlock is this? Probably Reno. Seen a lot of streamers playing Reno Warlock recently, so would not be surprised if that's what it is. I think we do want to keep the 2 cards that are activated by dragons. I think we'll just keep Technician. We're trying to, we'd love to draw into a Twilight Whelp would be okay, but early Wormrest Agent's always strong. So that's what we're going to go with here on the mulligan. Let's see what we get. Okay, Rathion's slow. Guardian is great, and early Shadow or Pain can always be helpful. Alright, let's see how this plays out. And if you're just joining, we are just refining some Dragon Priest decks today. We've got the minion-based one, and then this one, which is more of a spell-based one. And really looking to explore both decks a little bit. So this doesn't tell us necessarily what this deck is, right? This would be run in a Reno Warlock, very likely. It also could be run in more of a Zoo deck. I just haven't seen Zoo in a while since the... Haven't seen as much Zoo. I've seen it a couple times, but since the expansion came out. We do have a dragon, so playing a 3/5 here seems pretty solid. I think we will go ahead and do that. It leaves us with the opportunity next turn of playing the Whelp as well as healing this. Also, according to what he plays, we could do a Shadow Word Pain as well as trade. Okay, now obviously it's looking much more like Zoo. I think we could go ahead and instead of healing, go ahead and play the minion. We have a taunt coming out next turn, but we get some favorable early trades and try to hold on. He will, if he has it, likely buff this up to have a valuable trade and still have a minion left up. Okay, he's going face, so not sure what he's doing. Okay, Hellfire. I think it's important to go ahead and play a minion again. Again, next turn we can Thought Steal, perhaps heal. We could play Bran on curve. Against a Zoo deck, it's like just kind of hanging in there, right? I mean, until we get some AoE removal. That's scary for him. We may not have anything that actually punishes him for that, but we can't kill it. So we probably just Thought Steal here. Wow. We have 2 brands now. Is it possible that the play right now is to Doomsayer? Probably not. And we're going to heal up our Bran. So that's probably not what he was wanting there, to pull out our Bran. If you look at the deck that he has so far, it still is looking like it could be a Reno lock. I was thrown off by the early plays, seeing the Possessed Villager, the ooze and all that, thinking maybe it was Zoo, but no, this appears to be. This appears to be good old Reno lock. The only thing that's not hurt by this spell would be Twilight Guardian, but that may be the only way to kill his Emperor. And we do want to limit the amount of cards and the amount of discount he has. On the other hand, next turn we can Cabal Shadow Priest pretty much anything we want, include the Emperor. So 2, trade both, and get some card draw. I think that makes sense. We'll see what we draw here. Okay. So we got 2 cards out of it. Oh wow, I didn't even think about Bran's effect on this, because that is a battle cry. Okay, he's going to double trade here. I think that's a good steal for us, right? Yeah, that's what we'll take. Maddie Archer, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. So, what do we want to damage here? Or do we just go face? That's my 4 attack. I think we'll attack this while we can, in case we draw into AoE damage next turn. I really appreciate that follow though, Maddie Archer. Thank you. And we may just be dead here. Do we just Doomsayer? So 2, does this kill 3 or less attack? Yeah, 5, and we have 3 mana left. We could just still discover. I think that's worth it. That discount on Bran as well as it's just really good value. We'll take Azure and probably Bookworm. Second Bookworm could be good. So we know he has Reno. He also probably has a good bit of direct damage that he can do. So we need to probably start working in heals. Okay, just Bookworm and go. We're looking for AoE removal from the Warlocks. They have so much now that I don't think you can go too wide on your side of the board. Maybe we see what we draw here. The The dream is to be able to steal that, right? Okay. Hopefully forcing out his Reno here. If he has one, if he's drawn one yet, he's got 12 cards remaining. Really good chance he has drawn one. One day I'm going to build a Reno deck and play with Kazakas. It just looks really fun. But that day is not today. We just doomsayer this board, right? He just needs 2 mana. Damage and he kills it. Huh. I was not expecting him to let it live. Wow. Okay. Okay. We do have an Entomb in our deck. We've still got 2 operatives, which are really strong minions. So there's the 10 cost. So he's maybe still looking for Reno. Maybe what's happening here. So the benefit of Bran is we do have an operative later, but I think we'll go ahead and take Ragnaros instead. If he goes face and just pushes some minions out, then obviously Dragonfire Potion is solid here. That doesn't get hurt by Dragonfire Potion though. So he is going to trade. He just pushed this in room for Shadow Word Death. We could grab the taunt minion. We could just excavated evil as well. There's one card left in his deck. He's going to need to Reno soon. He also has Draxus. I'm wondering if we just let this go. He's very likely going to play Draxus next, right? We have one taunt. We can discover a card. We have an Entomb. We have Ysera. We have Shadow Word Death for one of his Draxus minions. I think we can maybe just let this go off. The alternative is really awkward. Okay. Well, the first time to play this deck, I was not expecting this kind of a back and forth. Running into that. So we get, should be a 4/6 if we steal this. And then we'd have 5 left. At that point, we're basically just ignoring this for a turn. Trying to draw into our last Shadow Word Death, I guess. The way we kill it is we steal Bran, run it into that, and then play Ragnaros and hope it hits this. If it doesn't hit this, that he just trades it, right? Kind of expect him to play Draxus. If not this turn, definitely next turn. So I would put them both at 5. Attack, that doesn't really matter. 5, 8. We can kill them both with those two. Does give him that card though. The alternative is really isn't an alternative. So he has Excavated Evil now. Go ahead and play Ysera, I suppose. Hoping we'll draw into Shadow Word Death next, I think. Yeah, we do. So yeah, play Ysera, or do we want to do the 8 damage? Then he only has 7 left, so he can't really attack an 8 target minion. This puts the most pressure on him, right? So he's at 5 health. So entomb this, Shadow Word Death this. So he needs 5 direct damage. All right. This deck he's running, actually, I think it was Reynad's deck. I think I saw him streaming this last night briefly, or he might have been streaming it for a long time, but I watched briefly. Okay, so that's the more of the control Dragon Priest deck. Again, sort of a crazy first match as an example. We'll go ahead and it's likely that we'll have some more videos with this deck in the future as well. We're going to be going back and forth between that and then the typical Dragon Priest, which I think I've already done a video on this, but this is what Dragon Priest looks like. This is more of the minion based. And then just so you have it real quick, here is the Dragon Mind deck that we just played. All right, thanks for watching. I'm going to sign off now for the YouTube video. Of course, we're going to continue to stream at MDog Gaming on Twitch. But that's all for the video. Thank you.